Why? Why do I need to do 42,000 things to have a great life? Hey, it's Ted. I'm here to help you take back your power so that you can live an amazing life. Welcome to 42,000 Things. 42,000 things. Today we're going to talk about why I decided that in order to build a dream life, you need to do 42,000 things. First of all, because everybody is looking for the short tip, trick, hack. Everybody wants to do the 3 things. Everybody wants to do the 10 things, the 11 laws, the 17, 12. Nobody wants to put in the time. Nobody wants to put in the effort and the commitment on a consistent basis. You know why? Because it takes courage. That's why. And nobody, I'm not saying nobody, but you know, a lot of people don't have what it takes. And we are so resilient as humans that we're okay settling for less. And I'm here to tell you that you don't have to. As long as you're willing to do what it takes, 42,000 things, I can guarantee you'll have a great life. If you did one cool thing every day for 42,000 days, you would live 115 years. That's pretty cool, right? So years ago, that's what I thought. I thought, well, hey, you know, how can I guarantee myself a great life? My parents weren't the best role models. They didn't really show me how to live a great life, let alone how to, you know, go to college or balance a checkbook, but that's a different story. Anyway, so I realized if I needed to do this, or I wanted to have an amazing life, create an amazing life for myself, I needed to do it on my own. I needed to go out there and start doing some cool, fun things. So I started building my list. First of all, I decided that I was going to live a great life. That's the first thing you have to decide. It takes courage. It takes courage to do it, because you can go get a job, and you can go get a job that has security, that has a pension, although they're going away these days. But you can find one, I'm sure. And you can have your benefits, and you can have all the stuff that gives you the quote-unquote secure life. Like I said, most of that's going away, so we need to start shifting our thinking, starting to think differently. But it was the courage for me that said, okay, if I want to have any kind of success, I need to go after it on my own. I'm just reminded of when I had my paper route. I was in 9th grade, and the reason I was on the back of my dad's station wagon throwing papers out of the back in my neighborhood and collecting my $2 tips and my $3 tips when I was in 9th grade is because my parents couldn't afford to buy me clothes. So every year growing up, I got my new school clothes. I was so excited as a little kid. I had my new socks and my new shoes. And then 9th grade came along, and my dad wasn't great with his money, and so they didn't have enough. And I had 2 younger brothers, and they said, well, sorry, Teddy, but we have to give the 2 younger guys the clothes. My damn brothers. But anyway, so now I've been doing this for 25, 30 years. I've been searching and coming up with different things that I like to do. Let's see. I love to trail run. You'll notice that if you follow me on social media around, because I'm always posting pictures about all these things that I do. I love to ski. I love to snowboard. I love to spend time with my family. So the list goes on and on and on. I love to practice yoga. I love to teach yoga. I love to share with you what makes me feel good, because I hope that even just a little bit gets through, and maybe you'll find something in all these things that might help you live a great life. But I continue to reinforce the courage that it takes. I don't know where I'm headed. I don't know which direction. And I know there's a lot of talk about you have to have a vision and you have to have goals. Well, that's great. I have a vision and I have goals, and you should too. But the bottom line is be open and allow the universe to create with you. You want to co-create with the universe, because I, years ago, did a marathon. Never in a million years did I ever think I would do a marathon. It wasn't part of my conscious. It wasn't part of my goals. I didn't grow up running 5Ks or running on the cross-country team and thinking, eventually, someday, I'll do a marathon. It was more like my friends suckered me into doing a marathon. I said, okay, if I don't hurt myself, then I'll do it with you. But I fell in love with this experience of training and racing and the excitement with all the people. It was just so much fun. So now what that led me to believe is, well, first of all, if I can do this, I can do anything, because this was so far out of my conscious mind that, you know, what else is there, right? If my conscious mind is, you know, a certain limited sphere, and then everything else out in the world is more, well, I want more stuff out in the world. I want to do more. So set your goal, set your vision, be consistent, right? So you have to make the commitment and be consistent. So first, you need the courage. You need the courage to say, I'm going to live an amazing life. I don't care what I have to do. I'm going to do 42,000 things, and I'm going to live an amazing life. And if you do one thing every day, and you might have to double up depending on how old you are to catch up, but you'll live to 115 years old, and you'll live an amazing life. So have the courage to do it every single day. And it can be simple. It can be sleeping a little extra. It can be meditating. It can be yoga. It can be eating right. It can be giving a gift, serving people. Serving people is one of the most amazing, fulfilling things you could possibly do for someone. And it's important to do it on a regular basis so that you continue to fill this tank of love that we all have, this tank of happiness and joy. That's what we're doing essentially, is filling it. So it takes courage. So keep the courage, and then consistency. Commitment and consistency. Courage, commitment, consistency. Those are the three things. Hopefully, at the same time, you're conscious of what you're doing. See, there you go, 4 C's. So have the courage to do it. Find your commitment to do something every day. Do 2 things every day. Do 10 things every day. Pat somebody on the back. Smile to somebody. You know, I remember Deepak Chopra used to say, you know, every time I walk by somebody, I give them something. And whether that be just a pleasant thought, and I hope they're okay, or a smile, or if it's somebody I know, I'll give them a hug, or, you know, whatever it is. You can be a giver. I think it's hugely important to actually give in this world instead of just always, what is it for me? What's in it for me? Where can I make more and do this? And I want to accumulate. Those days are over. Those days are over. So now we shift our consciousness and we become more about, you know, and it's funny too, because if you look at a lot of these different tech companies, it's all about this sharing economy, right? We're sharing our cars, we're sharing our plane tickets, we're sharing our hotel rooms and our homes and all this kind of stuff with these different companies. And it's showing that, hey, you know what? We can share our resources. And that's a huge shift. So things are shifting and things are moving, and it's not that challenging to actually live this great life. I know 42,000 things might seem like a lot, but I've already done 6 or 8 things that I love drinking water. Water makes me feel so good. So I drink a lot of water. I've already kissed my wife and I've kissed my baby this morning. It's fantastic. So those are a few more things. They build up. And if you keep adding to your list, what are some other things I like to do? Maybe you like to travel. Maybe you like to check out new things. Maybe I'm looking forward to spending time with my little baby girl, and I'm looking forward to teaching her about leaves and the vines on the leaves, like the veins that you see on all these different things that we don't think about because we're so caught up in what we got to do. We got to do it. And there's a whole world out there that we forget about. And that's my plea to you, is essentially to find the courage inside yourself to create your dream life. Then commit on a daily basis, and then be consistent. Be consistent daily, be consistent more than daily, and please, 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 please have some consciousness, have some awareness as you go about this. Because the important thing is you have to understand there's going to be a ripple effect. And the ripple effect is that other people are going to vibe what is happening with you, other people around you. So you're going to be like, oh my God, I had this amazing time. It was so wonderful and beautiful and amazing. And I was skiing down this hill, and somebody's gonna go, man, I don't I'm not a cold weather person. I don't want to be with you when you're all crazy skiing like that. So you have to be aware. Now, you don't need to take responsibility for someone else's feeling. Like, definitely feel that energy and that life. We're so lucky to have life. And so I want you to make the best of it. I want to make the best of it. And these are the simple things that we need to do to start accumulating a great life and sharing this with other people. It's so important to share with others so that they can start to do it as well. So let me know what you did today. Post a comment down below. Let me know what you did today in your commitments, in your consistent striving, and your consistent creation of a dream life. I look forward to seeing them. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon.